No! Good morning, you guys. Hey, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday. I'm currently working from home on Mondays and Fridays. So today is a work from home day. I genuinely love working from home. It makes me manage my time better. I feel like my time is my own. I can wake up a little bit later. I can do things before work. Tomorrow, I will have a lot to do in the office, but here I can maybe like clean up my apartment a little bit or do other things. But of course, obviously my priority is my job. Duh, you know what I mean. But I am working from home today. Ooh, I just got a Teams message. Sorry, one second. I got priorities. This is my work laptop. I see my boss is typing, so I'm just gonna let him type and then we'll see what he says. This weekend was Halloween weekend, so Halloween is tomorrow. Crazy that time has flown by. I feel like October went by so fast, but I had a really fun Halloween weekend. I dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood, and then my friend and I were Cosmo and Wanda from the Very Odd Parents. I was Wanda. Really fun time. I'm feeling alive now, but yesterday I was not feeling alive. Yesterday I rotted on my couch all day, and I think that's exactly what I need. I love to rot on my couch. Oh, I got it. Oh my God. Let me do a little work for a second. I had a slightly feral weekend. My friends and I, we just went to our favorite bar. We went out Friday and Saturday night. Sunday was full recovery mode. I did do a Sunday reset and clean my apartment, but it took every single thing in me to do it. It was so hard. I also still have one of these little green juices left from last week that I didn't drink, so I need to finish this. I also want to meal prep some food for the week. I need to go grocery shopping. Like I said, on Sunday, I rotted on that couch all day long, or in my bed. I just didn't do anything, and that's exactly what I needed because I was like wildly hungover. But disgusting, but like good for me. Disgusting. Oh, that's just horrible. But we have a lot of stuff to do this week. Well, actually not really. Why did I just say that? We don't. We have the same amount of stuff that we normally do. Tonight I have a dinner planned with a friend, and then I also have errands that I need to run. I need to go to the grocery store. Like I said, I want to meal prep stuff for the week. Basically everything that I was going to do on Sunday now gets moved to today, which is nice that I'm working from home so I can do those things like on my lunch break or just like in between tasks. I hate that things that are good for you are disgusting. It's so gross. Every time I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. It's always bad. It's always bad. I have a moment. So right now I think I want to clean out my fridge because I just have a lot of random stuff in here. One thing that I want to start doing is meal prepping vegetables. I've been doing that a little bit the past couple weeks and I've really been liking it. So I will just like a sheet pan of a few vegetables, and then I'll just be able to like add that with a protein and make the carb for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Lunch and dinner, not breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I had a lot of broccoli and I had a lot of zucchini left over from the past few weeks. So I cut up a lot of the broccoli and the zucchini. Leftovers, I'm going to put it in the freezer so I can use it in the future before it goes bad. Then the rest I have in here, and I'm going to prep those. So let me just freeze these. But in this bowl, I have some zucchini and some broccoli. So those are my two vegetables of choice for the week. Sometimes I do mushrooms, bell peppers. I just kind of try to switch it up so I don't get tired of one vegetable. But I'm going to add in some olive oil. So this is how I'm going to season these. And then I have some garlic, which is garlic in a jar. And I need to open it because it's a new one. If it will open, please open. Oh, my nail polish is chipped. It's okay. Okay, I love garlic, so I always go over. Oh my God, it opened. Whew. I always feel so impressed when I can open a jar. I'm gonna do a heaping spoonful of garlic. And then we're gonna do salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Those are just kind of like my go-tos. I kind of season them bland. This is not black pepper, this is paprika. As I was saying though, I kind of season these, not bland, but like just not any notable, super strong flavors other than garlic. Because in my opinion, garlic goes with almost everything. And then I'll add sauces or other type of seasonings afterwards so I can kind of change the flavor of it. And I'm just gonna mix this all up. And then we're gonna put this on a pan. I wasn't sure how much I should cook zucchini for, so I Googled it this morning and it said 425 for 25 minutes. So we're just gonna do that and hopefully it's gonna turn out good. We will see. I need to buy like chicken and stuff so I can make that and like meal prep it, because all I have right now is salmon and I do not want to bring salmon to the office because that's Gross. Actually, fun fact, one time when I had an internship in college, I did bring salmon to the office, and obviously it's fish. I didn't know better. Like, I was 19 years old. Never doing that again, because one person the entire time was like, oh, brought salmon, it smells so gross. And I was like, okay, we're never bringing salmon ever again anywhere outside of my apartment. So I feel like that like traumatized me, because all day that guy was complaining about how bad it smelled, whoever brought salmon, and I just like refused to admit that it was me. I was just like, keep my head down because I was new. And so even when I have guests over, I try not to make salmon like day before whenever I know someone's coming over, because it's gonna smell like salmon. Oh, I really hope my friend that I'm hanging out with tonight is not gonna come to my apartment because I'm making salmon for lunch. We'll just make sure that doesn't happen. It's the little things. I'm like terrified now for anyone ever to smell salmon in my apartment. But I'm just gonna spray a pan. And then we're gonna lay all this down. I'm sure this is going to overlap because this is quite a bit. I got the broccoli from Costco, so it was like a big pack. I will admit the zucchini's like a little old, so I'm hoping that it's not gross. It didn't smell bad and it wasn't like mushy or anything, so we're just gonna hope for the best. Okay, just spreading all of that out. And then once the oven is done preheating, we'll put it in for 25 minutes. I don't even know if this is enough to last me throughout the entire week. I will admit I thought it was more, but I guess it's not. Oh, the oven's done preheating. I do have the frozen vegetables that I can always cook if it's not, which is nice. I always forget that I can freeze things. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I always forget that freezing something is an option. I'm like, oh, it's gonna go bad before I can eat it. I'm like, put it in the freezer, Keegan. Throwing that in there. I'm taking my little lunch break at the moment. I just went over to the leasing office to get some packages. What do we got here? I also think my new insurance card came. That's exciting. I'm an adult now on my own insurance plan. Oh yeah, I ordered a bunch of these chapsticks, and now that I'm on Accutane, this is the Dr. Dan's Cordy Balm. I used this a ton when I was on Accutane the first time, and this stuff is amazing. One thing about Accutane, I'm sure you guys know, it dries out your lips, so I need like chapsticks everywhere. I basically need to like glue one to me. Like I need a necklace with chapstick on it. So I got 3 of these chapsticks. They have, is it called hydrocortisone or something like that? 1% hydrocortisone. This chapstick is like made for people who are on Accutane, so I just wanted to get a ton of these, like put in my purse, put it on my apartment. If I'm sitting on my couch, I want one there. If I'm in my kitchen, I want one there. If I'm in my bath, like I want one everywhere. Every drawer should have a chapstick in it type of vibe. So I got a little 3-pack of these, and then this was like a slight impulse purchase. We'll see if I return it. I want to do some Amazon returns tomorrow after I get off work, but I got this bodysuit. It's like a long sleeve off the shoulder. I just thought it was like cute. I've been like seeing so many people wearing like really cute off the shoulder things. It elevates a regular bodysuit. I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not, and I probably won't be able to wear it for a while because it's hot in Arizona, but I did get this, so we'll see if I like it. I'm gonna go disperse these chapsticks around my apartment. Now that I have the time, one thing that I want to do is I moved this full-length mirror that was in my hallway into my bedroom, and I just don't really like it there anymore. So it used to be here, and it used to cover my thermostat. And I remember a lot of people saying like, Keegan, if blocking your thermostat could have like a bad read of the temperature in your apartment, it can make your apartment hotter than it actually is. And I was always like, oh, that's weird. Or not, oh, that's weird, but oh, that's a possibility. I moved it over here mainly because when I took mirror selfies, this is so embarrassing, but like part of my job is, you know, my outfits. I wanted like better lighting for it because the lighting over there is not great. But ever since I moved it, my apartment has been so incredibly hot. Even when it's at the same temperature, I've been having to make my apartment on a way lower temperature, like way cooler, and it's still constantly hot. So I think that this somehow made the air in my apartment cooler. I don't know why. I'm gonna move it back and see, test my hypothesis, my theory. But ever since I moved it, my apartment has just been so hot, even when I turn it down like 5 degrees lower than I normally have it when my mirror was there. And honestly, I never really make my bed. I know I should, but I don't really make my bed that often, so it's not a good background for photos anyways. I think I'm gonna move it. I mean, it is my lunch break, but okay, I'm gonna move it really quickly. Last time I moved it, I like dented a hole in the wall, and like it kind of was like a bad situation because this thing is huge. Like, I don't know how tall this is. Ow, ow, ow. I just ran over my toe. Not easy. I'm very curious to see if this will affect the temperature in my apartment. Okay, I remember last time the issue was this might be taller than my door frame, so I need to, yeah, there we go, there we go. Okay, I think I got it. I did hang those photos on that wall. I think I'm just gonna leave it behind them because no one will see it, right? That's back. No, that almost just fell. But I remember last time, I don't really want to angle that far out. I feel like last time it wasn't. No, it's gonna fall over again. How did I do this last time? In order to make room for that, I had to move my desk over a little bit, and I'm wondering if I want to move it back or if I like it there. I think I might want to move it back just because it's a lot of plain space, Taylor's version, but I might do that later. I don't know if I want to do it right now. Also, speaking of mirrors, I have another mirror that I want to move. I got this mirror like a few weeks ago, and I've been meaning to hang it. I just haven't gotten around to it, but that's on my to-do list for today. It's honestly been on my to-do list every week since I got it, but I put it on for today. I also put moving the mirror on my to-do list because if I don't put it on there, I'm not doing it. So I was gonna make salmon for lunch, but I just checked on it. I have it in a bowl of cold water because that's how you defrost salmon apparently. And it is still not thawed out. And it's been on there for a while. Like, what's going on? Like, thaw out, come on. So I think I'm gonna have a little filling snack in between. I don't even know if this would be considered a snack, but I wanted to make the salmon with vegetables and rice, but the salmon's not thawed out yet. So I'm hungry and I need something to eat. And since I haven't gone grocery shopping yet, we don't have anything. I'm going to make one of these. These are the egg witches. I got them from Costco, and it's just, instead of having bread, it's egg, and then there's turkey sausage and cheese. I feel like this will hopefully kind of suffice, fill me up a little bit in between the salmon being thawed. So hopefully this will fill me up a tiny bit, we'll see. But they're really good, 17 grams of protein, and you just microwave them. Love Costco. Costco's great, guys. I don't go to Costco that often, but I feel like I should go more often. Bone apple teeth. It's also a beautiful day outside, so I opened my door. I wish I had a screen door like I did in my last apartment, so like bugs or anything don't come in, but let's just hope for the best. Very crispy. My workday is over. I'm gonna go head to the grocery store because I need to buy chicken and just some groceries to meal prep my lunches for the next 3 days. And then I'm getting dinner at 7 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock right now, so I'll have time to like shop, cook the food, prep it all, get ready, and maybe a little buffer time, hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we're up to right now. Let's go. We're going to this grocery store instead of Trader Joe's because I think Trader Joe's will be a lot busier. First up, of course, we're gonna get some bagels. Everything bagel, go to. I also always want a little backup of some whipped cream cheese because I go through this so fast. I also got some chicken breasts, but those are gross and I didn't think anyone wanted to see those. 7, 12, oh. I just got those 3 things because I didn't know what else I needed, and I had a lot of stuff left over from last week, so we might have to go back, but hopefully we won't have to. But I'm gonna go home and then bake this chicken, so we'll be ready for lunch. Good morning, happy Tuesday, you guys. I'm going into the office today. I'm doing this thing where I'm going to be meeting a lot of the people in my office, and my eyes are bloodshot. I don't, maybe it's wearing off, but in person they look so red. I look like I'm on a drug right now, which I don't want to look like that. I did not sleep like at all last night. Like I just could not sleep. My mind was just like racing a mile a minute. If yours does that, you know the feeling when you're just laying in bed and you're like, please fall asleep. How do I turn my brain off? I also need to remember to take this thing out before I leave for work today because that would be so embarrassing. I'm going to be meeting a ton of people today, and I just feel like it's about to look that my eyes are bloodshot, but it is what it is. This is what I'm wearing to work today. Abercrombie, Amazon. I feel like half my workwear wardrobe is Abercrombie. Not mad about it, but I'm making my bagel for breakfast. And then also I didn't have any energy drinks that were cold, so I put one in the freezer when I woke up. I doubt it's cold, but considering the fact that I like did not sleep at all last night, I need it. I'm just now realizing today is Halloween, so happy Halloween. Typically on Tuesdays I have my therapy appointment, but because it's Halloween, my therapy appointments are like later after the work day. I just felt bad like cutting into my therapist's Halloween plan, so I was like, it's okay, we can cancel it for today. Kind of wish I didn't do that, but it's fine. I'll see her next week and it will all be good. I'm gonna take this thing out. Let's head over to the bathroom and see how it turned out. This time I used my hair straightener to heat up these pieces instead of my blow dryer, so I'm curious if it turned out well or not, because if it did, that'll save me a ton of time. No. It didn't do what I wanted it to do, if I'm being honest. So noted for the future, that doesn't really do much because it doesn't look any different than how it looked before. If anything, I feel like it looks worse. Whatever, it's fine. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It's actually the first of the month. Wake up, it's the first of the month. I'm getting my stuff ready for lunch right now. I will admit to you guys, as you can obviously tell, I didn't vlog anything after work yesterday. I was so tired. I could not keep my eyes open at all throughout the day. My eyes were bloodshot all day. Like it didn't go away. And I was so tired. So I went home. I took a nap, woke up from my nap, went to Pilates, washed my face, went to bed. That was my night. I'm not kidding. So yeah, I didn't vlog at all and I apologize for that. Today, I'm planning on filming a nighttime routine after work. I have all these, this is all I have left for the vegetables. So I feel like I need to make more. I'm still really tired. Oh my gosh, last night, so this is so funny and also so me. I was taking my nap and then I heard this banging sound and I thought it was somebody knocking on my front door. Turns out it was whoever lives above me, them walking. But I like woke up from my like mid-coma nap, right? And so I walk over to my front door to see if someone's there. I realized, oh no, it's just the person who lives above me. But I go back to bed. I walk back to my bedroom. I run into my door frame. My like eyebrow hits the door frame first. I'm like, ow, like I literally collapsed to the floor holding my eyebrow. It was so painful. Like, and I know that sounds dramatic, but like it really was that painful. I wouldn't say that there's a bruise, but I will say my eyebrow still is like throbbing. I'm gonna take half these vegetables out so I'll have some for tomorrow. And then I just cut up my chicken breast. I was supposed to go to Pilates 3 times this week, but the friend that I go with has plans on Thursday, so we canceled. Which I'm not even upset by. You know, when you're like, kind of nice to have a little break. I really only want to go 2 times a week and not 3, but we did sign up for like a little pass and there was 1 week we couldn't go, so some weeks we have to go 3 times. I got these little sauce containers from Amazon and don't get me wrong, I like them a lot. I just wish they were bigger. I feel like they're not a lot. Like if I wanted to put salad dressing in this, I just feel like it's not enough. Need to buy more ranch because this is like basically gone. But this is my lunch: vegetables, chicken, and ranch. I feel like it's probably not going to be super filling, but hopefully we will find out. I didn't even eat my lunch yesterday. I ate it for dinner actually. I wish I would have gotten ranch when I went to the grocery store this week, but I didn't. Let's put everything away. My energy drink. This is what I'm wearing to work today. Very simple outfit. This white top is from Abercrombie. It's their essential baby tees. And then these workwear pants, these trousers are from Abercrombie as well. I told you I like Abercrombie. I still haven't done my hair. And then I also need to package up a to-do list order and drop that off my way to work. Slowly but surely, I'm just getting there later and later and later. But like that's okay because I've been going too early. Like I don't have anything for me to do there when I get there super early. So it's nice that I can show up a little bit later. Most people come in around 9 a.m. I've been coming in around 8:30, so I'm trying to aim for like 8:45. But last night was Halloween and I slept all Halloween. It was so nice. I was thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, there's children right now doing more exciting things than me. I think because Halloween is on a weekday, it's like, what am I really going to do? I had a fun Halloween weekend, so that's kind of all that matters. I didn't get to do anything Halloween this week, which makes me really sad. Or this month. Like I didn't get to go to a haunted house. I didn't go to the fair. I didn't do anything. I didn't go to a pumpkin patch. So next year I really want to make it a priority. And then I really want to make Christmas things, but I feel like there's less things to do for like Christmas. Like you can go look at Christmas lights and drink hot chocolate and watch Christmas movies, but like other than that, what is there really to do? So if you guys have any ideas of like Christmassy things that I can do to kind of soak in the season, you know, let me know. I want to bake cookies. Let me know if you guys want another like Christmas cookie bake with me. I love doing videos like that. Now I need to do my hair. My fear is I'm gonna sweat through the shirt. Come on. Oh my god, I forgot my purse. I had to go back in to get my keys. I don't know if my voice sounds different or if it's just in my head, but I feel like it's sounding like raspier and raspier as the days goes on. I was going to film a nighttime routine. I'm not doing it today. I just feel like I keep lacking motivation, which makes sense. You know, working a full-time job and then working another job immediately after is a lot. And so next week I won't have as much going on, so I'll do that next week because I don't need the video until next week. But that's what we have going on at the moment. I'm gonna drive home and it's 3:37. We're back at the grocery store. There's a few things that I want to get that I didn't get yesterday. Should have just got them yesterday, but whatever. We're here again and we'll make it work. I want some Reese's pumpkins, some Reese's treats, some Reese's eggs, some Reese's whatever, but I'm not seeing any. Also, the candy aisle is very sparse. Yesterday was Halloween, granted, but I feel like they should have some, right? Oh, yes. Ha 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 ha. Am I buying more than I probably need? Yeah. Why do I find the contents of this basket so funny? But we're gonna go check out. I've been so tired this week, so I took a nap on my couch, woke up once again to the person who lives above me walking really loud, and then I checked my phone and I had a bunch of Teams messages. So it's 6 p.m. right now and I just did some work on my computer, and then I'm getting ready for my Pilates class. I'm gonna have to finish the rest of my work when I get back because I was like, I don't want to miss my Pilates. I was like, here's what I got. I can finish the rest in an hour and a half. But that nap was very much so needed. I've been exhausted this week. Like I just keep telling myself that I'm gonna go to bed early and then I just can't. So I want to take Z-Quil tonight. Whenever I do Pilates, I try to just take my face makeup off. I feel like sometimes my eye makeup is too much work, and then I just shower afterwards. Always moisturizing now that I'm on Accutane as much as possible. Oh, my friend is on her way. Ah! Okay, one really gross quick thing though, when you're in Accutane, you should always put Aquaphor in your nose because your nose will be so dry if you don't. So since I'm in the very beginning stages of Accutane, I'm trying to do everything that I can to moisturize my body. I feel like that's so weird that I'm posting this on the internet, but here I am. My friend is on her way. She lives really close to me, so I need to fill up my water really fast. I hope that my bosses are okay with me not finishing that little quick work that they assigned me. You are literally sitting on my toaster right now, but I can only like see my head. That's what I have going on right now. Oh, it's out of focus. Hello. Oh, now it's focusing on me. Hey. I feel like getting to Pilates is always stressful, but like once I'm there, it's not calm, but it's like calm at the same time. So I'm excited for that. I'm also gonna take some salmon and try to thaw it out while I'm gone at Pilates. Okay, I'll talk to you guys when I'm done with my workout. Happy Friday. I didn't end up recording yesterday at all by accident. I am so beyond tired right now. I can barely keep my eyes open. So this morning I work from home on Fridays and I set my alarm for 8 o'clock because normally I start working at like 8:30ish, right? And naturally my body just like woke up at 7 and I just checked my phone to see the time and I see Teams meeting has started. I had a 7 a.m. Teams meeting and I was like, oh my God. So instantly I run, I put on like a professional top, I turn my meeting on. The room is dark, like it's bad. Everyone's like, and I'm like, huh? Like, I'm here. And everyone hadn't joined by the time that I joined. Like, the meeting had just started. I think only like 3 people were on and it was like an all-team meeting. So I woke up in a panic and I'm just really tired. I can barely keep my eyes open. My eyes feel so heavy. I just feel like I needed that like extra hour of sleep that I didn't get. But hello, good morning. I'm working from home today. It's Friday. It's currently 9 a.m. 2 hours after drinking an energy drink because I need it. I want to take a nap, but I don't know if I have the time to. So let me just tell you guys a little something about what I did. On Wednesday, after my Pilates class, my friend and I were on a stakeout in a high-speed car chase. I know. Here's the thing. I can't tell you yet. I can't tell you why, who, what, when, where, why, how, for what reason. I will. Just give me like a few months and then I'll tell you. But I will tell you this story. I just can't do it right now because there's some things that need to happen before I tell this story. But yeah, my friend and I were on a stakeout and then a high-speed car chase. It's such a good story and I can't wait to tell you guys. I have to wait a moment to tell you because there's some loose ends we need to close up and tie up before I tell this story. I like can't believe that this happened. Like, this was one of those things. Have you ever gotten in a situation where you're like, what is my real life? What is happening? I was posting about this on my private Snapchat story and everyone was like, Keegan, what? And I'm like, I know. So that happened. It was actually so funny because on Wednesday, I took a nap after work. I want to turn this light on, maybe it'll be better lighting. That did absolutely nothing. On Wednesday, I took a nap after work. I woke up from my nap and my team's messages is blowing up. My boss and his boss, they're all messaging me being like, hey, we need you to do da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, okay, so I'm doing this. And then I'm like, okay, I did like this much. I have to run out the work because I have my Pilates class. Whenever I say Pilates, I'm like, I Pilates. It makes me feel like I'm like rich and like I live in LA and I'm like a hot mom. That's what, when I'm like, I'm going to Pilates. Anyways, I was like, oh, I have like something going on, but like I'll be home in like in an hour and a half and then I'll finish it. I wasn't home for like 4 hours because of the stakeout. It's so funny that we did this and I'm so sorry that I feel like I'm like teasing you guys not being able to tell this story, but I will. Just wait. When I tell this story, it's gonna be so good and I cannot wait. So I ended up getting home at like 10:30, 11. I was like, okay, here, I just finished it now. I saw my boss the next day and I was like, I am so sorry that I didn't get to that until super late. He's like, it's fine. We just needed it before the morning. And I was like, okay, I got it. I did it. I actually don't mind this about my job. It's not necessarily like a strict 9-to-5 job. It's kind of like, it almost feels like you're on call, but you don't have very like strict hours. So I probably come to the office like 8:30. I've been leaving at like 3 o'clock this week, but sometimes 4:30, sometimes 5. There's no set hours, but every once in a while there may be something like on a weekend that may take a quick moment or after work that may take a quick moment. I'm not necessarily doing like bulks of work at like 8 p.m. at night, but I do like that it's not, I'm just sitting in an office staring at a screen doing absolutely nothing because I need to be here between these contracted times, which I really do like. It gives me a lot of like freedom. It also kind of does stress me out a little bit because I never know when I'm going to get off work. People will try to be like, oh, like let's hang out at this time, and I'm like, I might still be working. I don't know. So I have no idea. But I do like that I have a lot more freedom with my time in that sense. But yeah, on Wednesday I was working, and then Thursday night I was supposed to hang out with a friend, and then my friend canceled on me. People have been canceling on me left and right. Granted, my friend was sick, so I get it, but I'm also like, Hello! I've really been maximizing my time, I feel like. Like, I'm looking at my calendar right now and I'm like, okay, on Saturday, I'm hanging out with this person during the day and this person at night. On Sunday, I'm doing this during the morning and this during the afternoon and this during the night. Like, I just feel like I've really been, every single day I have a work class and I have this and I have this and I have this. And I feel like I've just been so busy. I think it's catching up with my sleep schedule, but like mentally I'm fine, but like sleep-wise I'm not. So we're getting there. We're trying to figure it out. I've been working at this job for this is my 3rd week, 4th week. Next week will be a full month. A week from today will be a full month. So I still feel like I'm trying to kind of figure everything out, and I feel like I'm doing an all right job. I don't think I'm thriving at it, but I'm doing all right, and that's the best you can wish for and hope for. But I do have some work to do, so I'm gonna get that done. But I've had a really good week so far. Just honestly very tiring. I went to a psychic a couple weeks ago, like over a month ago, and she was like, what's going on with your sleep? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, you're going to have issues with your sleep. Here we are. Don't I always have issues with my sleep though? Feels like it. Also, I wanted to note that for a while I was really wanting to put a desk in my living room, and I've been sitting here doing my work at my little vanity and it's been working fine. Ideally, I would still love to be able to work in my living room. I just like love this area so much, even though it's a slight mess. I was picking up this morning when I was on my meeting. I had my camera off and I was just like cleaning up my counter. I feel like I want to be able to work in here just because I like this area so much, but it is nice having that little vanity to have a desk at. But then when I'm not like at a meeting, I kind of work from my couch because I might as well be comfortable. Actually, so funny. In my office, there is like a little couch next to where my desk is. And yesterday I took my laptop and I was like on my couch, like working in the office. And someone comes up to me and they're like, ah, you're finally getting the hang of it around here. And I was like, yes, I am. I also need to take this stuff down. I need to do that. I also don't have like a Christmassy print for this. And I'm debating if I should get one or not. I have that like alcohol print. It's like alcohol glasses cheersing. And that might be like the most like neutral thing that I have for Christmas. I was trying to find a Christmas print on Etsy, but it's hard because a lot of them are vertical. There's not a lot of horizontal ones. So maybe today when I have like a moment that I'm not working, I might look to see what they have. But I really would like to get one. I just don't know what I want the vibes to be. So I don't know. It is 4:14 p.m. I got off work a little bit ago and then I was editing a video. I really have a lot left to do. I do have a lot left to do, but I was just like, you know what? I can't do this right now. Tonight I'm getting dinner with one of my friends. We are actually going to like a little cocktail bar, her and I are. I don't know where we're going. We want to go to like a little bougie cocktail bar. Like kind of the vibe where like older men go to. You know what you know that vibe where it's like, ah, old rich men go here. That's the kind we want to go to. Not that we're looking for old rich men. We just want that vibe. You know? I do anticipate that I will probably have to work this weekend on my job. What the heck? Oh, I have moisturizer in my eyebrow. I was like, do my eyebrows have dandruff on them? No, they just have particles of moisturizer on them. I was very concerned for a second there. Do I need to put Head and Shoulders shampoo in my eyebrows? No, I just need to make sure I don't get moisturizer. Look at my eyebrows. Some people rock that look. Some people do. But like I was saying, I anticipate that I will probably have to work this weekend for my 9-to-5 corporate job. That isn't really a 9-to-5 corporate job, but you know what I mean. Well, it's not a 9-to-5, it's a corporate job. We know what I'm saying here. Essentially, I had a task today that I had a deliverable that I had to give them, but they didn't give me the assets for their deliverable. And they're like, okay, we'll just send them over on the weekend. And I was like, okay. But like I was saying, who can I blame? I literally went home every single day this week, almost every single day this week at 3 p.m. So I really can't complain when I'm not working straight hours. Like if I have a task that takes me an hour or so on a Saturday, it is what it is. I'm also used to working 24 hours, not 24 hours, but like I almost feel like with YouTube and everything, I feel like I'm on call 24/7 and I work very irregular hours for that job. So I feel like that's something that I'm kind of used to. I will say today was the very first day since starting my job that I got stressed because of it. It wasn't that stressful, but feeling like you have a deadline but you don't have the stuff to make that deadline is a little intimidating. I have no idea if this e.l.f. stuff breaks me out or if it makes my makeup bad. Every time I use it, I have a different experience. Sometimes like, oh, my makeup looks so good. Sometimes I'm like, ew, that looks horrible. And I never know if it's this product or not. So maybe I shouldn't use it, but I paid for it. Whatever. But today was the very first day ever since starting my job that I got really stressed out. And I will say, things go wrong in my job all the time, just as anyone's job does. It's just working with so many people, corporate America. There's just so many like factors where something can go easily wrong. But I don't know. Normally I'm a very anxious person, as you guys know. I'm sure if you've watched my videos, you picked up I'm a little ball of anxiety. anxiety, who's barely surviving. No, I'm kidding. But I typically am a very anxious person. But with this job, I think that I just realized like there's a lot out of my control, and sometimes it's like, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and just vibe. I think that I've really gotten so much better at being able to control my anxiety around things that I have no control over. I'm not perfect. We've all seen it. There's definitely times where I let my anxiety take over, but I do think that I've significantly improved. Like compared to how I used to be, like everything would make me anxious. This time, like if I do a task and my boss gives me feedback to change something, I don't feel like I'm gonna cry. And to me, that's progress. I'm just like, okay, I'll change it. And before, I used to probably like on verge of tears if I was at that point. Maybe it is the elf that looks bad. I want to look nicer for this because we want to go to like a nicer place. I'm going to mix these two Mario foundations because they're both in different shades. I self-tanned last week. There is a piece of hair on my face and I can't find it, but it's like tickling my face. I hope it's gone. But we're mixing these two shades to try to match my neck, because I'm too dark for this one but too light for the other one. I think I said this last time I was supposed to hang out with someone who canceled on me. I feel like I get really disappointed when people cancel on me because at this point in my life, I feel like I'm pretty busy. Technically, I work 4 jobs, which is insane. I do YouTube. I have my corporate job, my marketing job. I have a small business where I sell to-do lists. And then I always consider like sponsorships as like a separate job outside of YouTube because it's like a different type of content creation. They kind of bleed into each other, but in my eyes, they're always different. And so I have 4 jobs. And so if I make time for someone to hang out with them and then they cancel on me, especially day of, especially very like close to when we were gonna hang out, it upsets me a lot if I'm being honest, because I blocked out that time for you. I turned down other things. I could be working on my job. I could be doing things. I've gotten ready for it. I think that if you're gonna cancel on someone, 3-hour notice. Have to give them at least a 3-hour notice. If time goes by, I know things happen, I know things come up, but for the most part, if you know you're gonna cancel on someone, the latest you're allowed to do it is 3 hours before the plan starts. If you do it anytime later, you have to suck it up and you have to go through it with it. I just felt like I was annoyed because I was like already ready and I had a lot to do, and I decided not to do the things I want to do because I wanted to see my friend, but no, I got canceled on. This also brings up a really interesting point. I do think that my face is too light for my body. What do we think? That's not good. I think I might want to change my shirt to something that shows my chest so I can match it better. I'm afraid of getting makeup on this. Let me just change. Whoa, my face looks so pale. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was not my right move. I should have not used that foundation. Aside from the point what I was saying, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not talking about anyone particular, I'm just talking in general. I am over a year and some change out of college. Graduated May of 2022. It's now November of 2023. Wow, that's crazy. It's like almost a year and a half. Close to that. I think it's really interesting how when you graduate college, how your friendships and relationships change. And I'm not talking about an individual person. This is just something that I've noticed with myself. My friends and I have these type of conversations. Like this is like a very universal thought in my opinion. A lot of the times when you get out of college, you have these friendships that are no longer as convenient. You're not always around them. You're not always doing the same things as them. You don't have a ton in common anymore. And it's interesting to see how your friendships change and evolve. And sometimes you lose friends, sometimes you don't. Sometimes your friendships completely change. Sometimes you get closer to people. Sometimes you get out of touch with people, and I think it's just an interesting thing. I feel like people don't really prepare you for it, the way that your friendships change. I also feel like a lot of people that I'm friends with are in like very long-term committed relationships, so I'm really happy for them. This is not a negative thing at all, but it's just interesting being at a really different phase in your life than people. Like I have a lot of friends who they live with their boyfriends or their girlfriends or their partners, and you know, maybe they're on the road to marriage. Maybe they're talking about like, oh, we want to have children in this time of the year, in this many years, and we want to get married here, we want to get engaged to this, we want to do this. Whereas like I feel like I'm not at all on that wavelength right now because I don't even have a boyfriend. I don't even have like a pending boyfriend, you know? I don't even have someone that I'm like, oh, this could be my boyfriend. No. So it's just really interesting that everyone is kind of doing something different. And I feel like when I first graduated high school, there was kind of an adjustment period. Some people went to college, some people started trade school, some people worked at a job, some people traveled, some people did this, some people did that. And I feel like there was almost like an adjustment of like, wow, everyone's doing something different. We were all on this same path, and now it's a fun for all. It's a free for all. It's everyone's doing their own thing, and it feels wrong and it feels weird and it feels abnormal. But then for me at least, I went to college and then I started being around people that were all doing the same things as me. They were all in college, they were all in the same clubs, they were all doing this, they were all doing that. And so I kind of got used to everyone doing the same thing, and now I'm graduated, not graduating, and everyone's doing something different again. And it's a weird transition. I feel like this is something that like I talk about a lot just because it was something that I feel like I didn't like prepare myself for almost. Like I kind of just thought when we graduate, we're all just gonna get jobs and we're all just gonna do this and that and we're all gonna blah blah blah. And that has not been the case. It's interesting seeing, like, I have friends who are pregnant right now. I have friends who are married. I have friends who, I was about to say in jail. I don't have any friends who are in jail, but I probably could and just not know. But I don't know why jail came to mind. I think it kind of gives you the freedom to release yourself from comparing yourself to others because no one's doing the same thing that you're doing. But like I was saying, back to the friendship thing, your friendships change a lot because you're not in that convenient stage of life where you're always around each other. You always have something in common to talk about. You have to put a lot more effort into maintaining your friendships. And even if you do that, sometimes it's just different. Sometimes you just have different things going on in your life. And also people change a lot. Like after college, we all change. I went through like a really weird time after college. I got out of a almost 4-year-long relationship. So I feel like that changed a lot. Like all my friends from college, none of them knew me single because I had been dating my boyfriend right since I started college. Like I had met him before classes even started, like right when I moved into college. And so it was really interesting because a lot of my friends were like, Keegan, this is the first time I've ever seen you single. And I was like, this is the first time I've been single as an adult ever. Like I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to talk to men. I still don't know how to talk to men. I always feel like there's this secret language or there's this code or there's this norm that I don't know that everybody else knows because I was in a relationship for so long and I wasn't single in college, and I'm almost like, oh, like there's like these dating rules that I don't know. And everyone's like, that's not a thing, Keegan. And I'm like, no, but I swear it is. So that's just been really interesting figuring that out. I don't want to say that I regret that long-term relationship that I was in, but if I knew that I wasn't going to marry him, I probably wouldn't have stayed in it for so long. At what point did it do me any good, you know? I don't really know where I'm going with this. This is kind of rude, honestly. Sorry to him. I'm sure he feels the exact same way. But yeah, it's been really interesting, like just changing so much in these past 1.5 years of my life. I just feel like a complete 180. I live on my own. I'm single. I even, like, I have new friends. I have a new job. I feel like my life is so different. And sometimes you're just constantly going through the motions and then you take a step back and you're like, oh my God, what is going on? What happened? But I am getting food with my friend tonight. We're getting dinner and drinks, and that's, well, I hope we're getting dinner. I feel like this outfit is way sexier than I intended for it to be, but this is what I'm wearing out. This is from Garage. I get questions about this top every time I wear it. I own it in 2 other colors. So I love this top. And then this skirt is from Abercrombie. It's a skort, which I really like skirts because, you know, I don't feel like my underwear is going to show. But this is what I'm wearing tonight. It's a little sexy, in my opinion. A little bit more than intended. But that's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. But I'm going to go. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Mwah.